Hello, I'm Josephine, your favorite cosmetic formulator and coach and your guide to cosmetic formulation ingredients. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and share your thoughts. I'm going to be showing you how to make hair butter today, and I already weighed my ingredients. Not all though, but I'm going to have three phases. Phase A, ingredients that can go inside heat phase water that can blend together with water and at the same time go on heat. The second phase, which is phase B, every ingredients that are oil soluble that can go with oil and are also heat safe. This is the first ingredient, deionized water, and deionized water is used as my solvent. Inside the deionized water, I'm going to be including my chelating ingredients. I'm using sodium phytate. Sodium phytate is usually used at low pH, acidic pH, and it is natural, unlike disodium EDTA. So if you want to substitute it, you can use disodium EDTA. To substitute your water, you can use floral water or hydrosol. I'm going to put that along, get my spatula, then mix it. So this is going to help bind the metal ions in the water, especially if it has heavy metal or anything, and it's going to help with the preservative in boosting it. That's why we add chelating ingredients. Now I'm going to be including my humectant. This is glycerin. You can substitute it with pupandol, with sodium lactate, with propylene glycol, butylene glycol, and any other humectants that you have. You can also substitute it with urea, with betaine. You can mix more than one humectant into your formulation. So now that I have my water phase, I'll be moving on to my oil phase. Inside there, I have my emulsifier. Emulsifier is going to be what will help combine the water phase and the oil phase together. The ingredients I have in my oil phase, which is oils and butter, or any other oil that I have in my cool down phase, is going to help bind it with the water. That's why we need emulsifier. There are different kind of emulsifiers that you can use. There's Oliven 1000, there's Montanov 68, Montanov 202. Then any oil in water emulsifier is fine. Polar wax, 6 silky wax, and all. This is my thickener. It's a fatty alcohol, cetyl alcohol. You can also substitute it with a fatty acid. I'm going to include it into it to make it thick. The ratio you use depends on how thick you want it to be. Then I will include my oil. You can use any type of plant oils or even substitute it for esters and this thing. But note that when you use plant oils, essential oil, fragrance oil in your formulation, always remember that you will have to include antioxidants into your formulation. I'm including two types of butter. You can choose to use 1, 2, 300 butters, but I believe in less is more. I included shea and cocoa butter. So now that I have all ingredients together, I'm going to put them on heat and then I'll be right back. Before I place my water phase on heat, I'm going to wait with a beaker so that by the time I remove it from heat, whichever amount of water has evaporated, I will add it immediately before I emulsify, or I will add it at cool down phase so that my emulsion will still be at 100%. If you're watching, I hope you understand it up to this point and you'll be able to make hair butter or any emulsion. It's the same way to make any emulsion formula, but there are still some things that you have to swap around depending on the type of products you are making. For hair products, for skincare products, there are some little differences in them. Okay. And now that I've emulsified it after bringing it down from heat, I'm going to start cool down phase by putting this inside a cool water bath, or you can leave it like this and keep mixing from time to time. If you also have an overhead stirrer, this is the time to use it. I have an overhead stirrer, so I'm going to be using it to mix it while it is cooling, and I'll also be weighing my cool down phase. I will be including a powder into this. This is optional. You can use 1, 2, 3, or any amount of powders, but you don't need to bombard it with a powder. It's going to change the color. For powders, if you know it can still withstand heat, add it before you emulsify. You can either place it on heat or before you emulsify, especially if you want it to blend well into it. For this one, it's not going to be well blended into it. Then use your blender to mix it in. Now that the temperature has gone down, I can include my cool down phase into the hair butter. These are my cool down phase. This is the first group, water soluble ingredients, which are extracts. So you can decide to use any form of extract. You can also use hydrolyzed protein, use amino acids, and any other extract. If you have glycerin based extract, alcohol based extract, any form of extract you have is your choice. So the powder, which I added before, is also an extract, which I included. As I said, it is optional, but make sure that whenever you're picking all these powders, most times for hair products, it is a smooth powder, not a powder that will attach to the end, and at the end of the day, you won't be able to wash it off properly. Okay, so that's why it's best to use smooth powder. For this particular one, this is the oil soluble ingredients. If I have oil soluble extract, I would have included it, but this is fragrance, essential oil, and antioxidants. Remember, I have plant oils and butters in this formulation, including the fragrance and essential oil. The antioxidants will protect the product, okay, from oxidizing, changing color and all that. The sodium phytate at the beginning of the formulation is used to protect. The tocopherol too is used to protect. So that those are two ingredients that are protecting this product. The extracts, they bring hydration, they bring moisturization and all that. The fragrance to make it smell nice. Essential oil and fragrance oil are optional. So these are little things, adjustments that you can make to your own hair butter. Read about each extract, research the extract you want to use, and see if it aligns with what you're trying to make. They are going into this now. Mix everything again till incorporated, then you can check the pH and adjust it, and then package. The color of products you get at the end of your formulation depends on the type of ingredients you chose, like the color of the ingredients you chose. So if you want white color, then you will know that you won't add extracts or powders that have like green, gray, brown, yellow, or any other color. Also, some people still add coloring into their products, but I prefer leaving my own products in a natural state. If you like us to make hair butter or any other skincare or hair care products for you, you can reach us through our website, jclabandacademy.com. Or when you're ready to learn how to make these products, go to the website. Also, if you want any branding or business or formulation advice, then you can also reach out to us. Any type of formulas, then reach out to us on our website, jclabandacademy.com, or go to any of our social media platform. Also, if you want to shout out for your business or for yourself, you can reach us anywhere on our social media platform or website. Take care till next time. Bye.